Alright, hi, well, welcome to Water Womb World. So this game was originally released in 2020, and it's basically been re-released this year with new music and commentary from the dev. But this game essentially revolves around religious horror and something called Aqua Catholicism. So there's this very interesting thing called Aqua Edenic Studies, and there's this very particular hypothesis slash theory that sort of stems from it. It's called aquatic ape hypothesis. So one particular sort of biologist basically suggested that modern day humans evolved from some common ancestor of the great apes, and that common ancestor or that ancestor of modern day humans has sort of adapted to a more aquatic habitat. So basically the theory, the evidence to support this theory was just biology. Like, oh, look at the webbing of our hands, like that's clearly meant to help us swim faster and stuff like that. But it's just been dismissed as pseudoscience and all of that stuff. But yeah, essentially this game sort of revolves around sort of a similar sort of idea, this sort of bulk, this theory and stuff like that. That's Aqua Edenic Studies, and religion and stuff like that. So Aqua Catholicism. But yeah, enough yapping about me. I think I've over-explained everything. Everyone probably clicked off already, but regardless, without further ado, let's grab a cup of coffee and let's get going with Water Womb World. Though I am a Christian man, I have long forsworn any contentment in its primitive superstitions, the mysticism, the rituals. I know they are all articulations of a deeper material fact. In older times, it was seen that the order of the scientific world and the perfection of God's plan confirmed each other at every turn. Well, I still believe this to be the case, although in quite an unorthodox way. My lifelong work has been to find the origin point of man's fall from grace. So that's when Adam and Eve ate the apple or the forbidden fruit at the Garden of Eden. It has taken me all over the world, but I believe I'm closer than ever to finding the truth. I'm heading deep into the ocean, into a region they call Gasper's Zone. I have everything I need in my submersible lab. I hope to find some answers soon. Soon, I'll thread out on the holy seabed, where the spirit blew life into the increte mantle. I have lit my path in the submersible's light. It is a blessed day. Before I leave, I ought to fill up my tank and grab some nets from my specimen collection. I'm going to need both if I'm going to do my research. Okay. Refill tank. Nice. Replenish nets. Nice. I think you should grab more than 3, but I digress. With my lights, it is still quite dark out here. Well, as long as they are on, I'm sure I'll be fine. Famous last words. I just have to remember that the entrance back in the lab is the furthest point south. I hope to find some good specimens here, whether by sifting through the silt or netting some fish. I always remember that the live specimens will try to evade me, but I should not give up hope, as they cannot swim too far. I must also remember that if I sift at one position, it would be a waste to sift there again until later. I should try to find one live sample via my net and also 2 samples from sifting. That should be sufficient for now. Time to begin. May God guide me. Let me sift silt right here. I didn't find anything. I'll keep looking. Okay. Right. Let's sift here. I found a post-lapsarian Adamite skull. It looks quite old. It may reveal something. I'll study it when I get back to the lab. Okay. I didn't find anything. Oh boy. I'm just going forward now because I'm afraid of getting lost. Okay, well. A dive mask, likely an older make by the looks of it. It has only one large window to see from. Might be worth looking at back at the lab. Okay, so I need a live sample. Oh, that's it. Oh, I only have this much. Oh, interesting. Throw a net. Oh, okay. I was expecting something different from throw net, but okay, at least the field of play is a bit smaller than I thought, which is good. Oh my god. Oh my god, I finally got the fish. Oh, that took so long. Got him. I'll check out the specimen when I get back to the lab. That took way too long, man. I've been blessed with a bounty to research, and it's time to go back to the lab and begin. I can barely contain my excitement. All my life's work has led to this moment. Freaking fish, man, that took way too long. Even though I've been down here, but briefly, I can feel God working in my heart and opening my mind. I don't know about that, man. The original sin of man, the original temptation, was that God opening the mind too? I'm alone here, but I feel the comfort of the Holy Spirit and the connectedness to all things. The human being was made in the image of God, a divine mirror of creation that was made imperfect by our sin. I can feel it sometimes in the strangeness of my body, as if I was once connected to the source and severed from it. It was as if I was once a thing rooted in a vaster whole, but I was violently removed and left to float freely by my own. Well, as I have said, I should get to work. Research then. Adamite skull, partially fossilized remains of a son of Adam, which is just a normal human, because we're all technically related, if that's correct. Fascinating. This person was extremely close to the source of Genesis, to the birth of all creation. How do you know what the heck kind of thing can detect that? Contains 5% ancestral corruption. By approximate calculations, this human lived for about a millennium and was born 10 generations after the primeval fall. High bone density suggests aquatic lifestyle. They look to be very, very old and have only just a trace of degeneration, which does check out with the Bible stories, because I believe the original humans have lived for like hundreds of years. The bone density, yes, one of the pillars of aqua-edenic studies is that early man lived underwater. Countless generations have passed in such a time, and the form the sons of Adam take now is very different. I can only imagine what it looked like to be so pure, so near the state of grace. I'll load up the next sample. Dive mask, production date mid-20th century. Rubber skirted dive mask ornamented with various crystograms. Biblical inscriptions. This mask would prove that I'm not the first one to explore Gasper's zone. However, this area is entirely remote, meaning whoever was here for a purpose. Judging by the crucifixes on the strap, I imagine explorers were sent here by the Church. The Vatican? There are certain divisions in the papal conclave who are in the know, but some would prefer to occlude the truth from the world. Were these explorers eliminated by more traditional factions? And what did they discover? Where are they now? I'll take a look at the next sample. Ancient fish. Is that like a coelacanth? Carbon dating estimation, 10,000 years. Laser vivisection yielded fish fed on native coral forms. Hypercalcified bone structure, tensile strength matching modern metamaterials. Amazing. This fish may have very well been alive during the time of the pre-deluge patriarchs. This very well may confirm the theory of Gasper's zone being located in or around Edenic ground. But how? Some suspension of space and time, or some biological deceleration of the aging process? I must conduct a more extensive search. Soon, I should go out for some more samples. What the balls? What was that? A whale? Sound even bigger. Leviathan. I should go check outside. The light's out. Damn, but something stirs in me. Oh Lord, even in this darkness, I know you are with me. Your word is a light to my feet and a lamp to my path. Guide me. I don't think so. Oh. Oh, well, I don't like that. So, hi, buddy. Son of Adam, I beseech thee, your forebears abandoned the tree of life and ate of the fruit of knowledge. You walk a contrary path. You will leave this place, or you will exchange one life for another, die as a man, or join God in full flesh. To hear the voice of your God is to return origin word back into the womb where words would fail. Know this now. I am but his created messenger. This is all I know. Son of Adam, I beseech thee, I beseech thee, I beseech thee. Is that an angel? Oh, literal. Good timing. An angel. An emissary of the Lord. Amazing. Their visage even matches the description in the deciphered Genesis Apocryphon. To see such sights, can it be possible? But what did their message mean? Full flesh in God. I can't postpone my research any longer. I'm closer than ever and I will find the truth. I must find more samples. Okay, if you say so. Time to change it up. I have to find 2 live specimens and 1 object in the silt. I feel as if I barely even need this oxygen underwater anymore. I'm closer to God than ever. Though I doubt that somehow, but sure. Ugh, I hate catching fish in this game, man. It's actually so difficult. Interesting. A coral sample. This coral's color is similar to the red pigmentation I found in that ancient fish. I should collect it. Alright, give me another 20 years to friggin' find the fish, I guess. Yippee. Oh my god, why is it so fast? You jerks. Oh my god. Oh. Got him. I'll check them out. I'll check out the specimen when I get back to the lab. Oh, there you are. Got him. I'll check out this. Oh, same thing. Cool. Excellent. Now I ought to go back to the lab to begin my research. It has been interesting swimming down here. The dark and gloom is almost a comfort to me. I am reminded of Moses seeing God in the luminous dark, the indifferentiated infinitude, incomprehensible in the created mind. But believe I can know God, I will know God. Such arrogance. It is strange, perhaps it is just exhaustion from my swimming, but I feel a bit dizzy. I don't know what that means. Beatific lightness has entered my mind. The knowledge I've gained over the years seems to fly from me, just as the moment I'm learning the ultimate truth. Well, there is nothing to do but press on. Yeah, if you say so. Deathless fish. So it's kind of like the jellyfish then? Cross-analysis with previous fish sample. Like in English, fish age exceeds previous estimations. Born sometime in Jurassic period. Cellular growth abnormal, almost completely still. Stomach contents reveal more native coral forms. DNA contains proto-human proteins. This fish is even older. Amazing. Almost impossible. There is some common link between this life form and our own. I noticed as well. This fish, as well as the others, are lacking eyes, not unheard of among fish of the deep ocean. Because there is no light, they don't need eyes. But even blind fish can sense the difference between light and darkness. These fish lack that capacity completely. And more of that odd coral in the gut. What does it mean? There must be something. You should just eat the coral. All of a sudden, I feel unknown morphology. 50% of the sample consists of coral polyp. Age again exceeds multiple geologic periods. Secretion of unknown stone substance. DNA contains proto-human proteins. So old, impossibly old. The ancient of days. Time seems to spiral out in front of me. The divine plan imprinted all things. How old is it? This fish seems to have been close to the origin of life itself. I'll take a look at the next thing. Red coral, origin unknown, error. Studded with proto-human neuron. High capable of creating consciousness field. Womb of God. Error. 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 What does it mean? I can barely read this. My own sight seems to be failing. Perhaps decompression sickness? But it seems greater than that. Like the symbols of the world are falling from their place. I feel so... The light. Another angel? Oh Lord. I can feel your love. I don't know about that, man. I really don't know about that. Oh, that's not an angel. A bowling pin? Water womb world. They said the thing. They said the thing. Womb? Hunger. I am hunger. Go and join angels. Join God. Must find it. Feed on coral. Oh. More. Water womb world. What the balls, man? Okay. Oh, God. Yames? Oh. It straight up crashed my game. Code error? Oh, okay. Oh, it straight up crashed my game. God, the water room world crashed my game. Oh, no. Ay, okay. I guess that will do. That will do. Okay. Wait, so is the coral in this instance meant to... I don't know. So is the coral in this instance meant to like represent the Garden of Eden or the forbidden fruit? Because the moment that the protagonist, like, it hungers for it, right? And then it decides to eat the fruit and then join the rest of the coral. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but like I don't know. Like I'm not well educated enough in religion to really comment on things, but I do find it interesting. One thing that I do want to note is that our protagonist is basically rejecting both sides right now. So a lot of the times when we sort of see religion and science, they are sort of opposed. I do know certain scientists who say like, oh, you know, the more I research about the world, the more I believe in God, but those are rare cases. Usually in most instances, especially media, they are opposing sort of factions, right? In this instance, basically our character is rejecting both sides. Our character is basically saying, all right, you know, modern day science is full of crap because it thinks that we're descended from apes from mainland, you know, whereas the theory aqua-Edenic science and studies say that we actually come from the water, but obviously that's being dismissed as pseudoscience. And as a result, our main character is like, all right, screw modern day science. There are a whole bunch of like, it's an echo chamber basically. And then on the other hand, our character also goes, no, screw modern day religion as well. They are corrupt. They want to hide the fact that God is this aquatic thing, and also are the angels, and that we come from the sea as well, and that the divers and all that stuff have been eliminated by the church as well. So it's interesting that our character is sort of rejecting both sides and being like, okay, we don't need this. We don't need man's belief in any capacity. In this instance, I will just go straight to the source for this. I just thought that was interesting. But in this instance, to kind of find out the truth, the protagonist does inherently sort of abandon their humanity. They do sort of like, they willingly accept getting turned into something that's not human. Now what does this all mean? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not well educated enough on the science side, and neither on the religious side. So yeah. And at the end, they do consume the coral to basically rejoin God. Yeah, I don't know. There's so man. I wish I was smart enough to know, like, to analyze everything, like to understand everything. But I'm only able to do surface level stuff. Unfortunately, right? Yeah. Actually, you know what? Hold up. I think our protagonist just serves as a rejection for everything. Like, they're clearly rejecting everything. They're rejecting their mortal form by embracing and eating the coral. They're rejecting the science of humanity. They are rejecting the religious side of humanity as well. So it's interesting that they are thoroughly dedicating themselves to God. Even to the point of sacrificing themselves, of just turning into, a part of this coral hive mind, I assume. Yeah. There's so much about this. There's so much that I can't even begin to scratch the surface. But yeah, if you guys are interested in Water Womb World, it is free on Steam. You can go and check that out. Other than that, yeah, please, again, feel free to follow the dev, because this is not the first religious horror game that they made. I believe that they have made a couple of other things as well. And so yeah, I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on wherever you guys are. And yeah, take care. Bye bye. See you. Yeah.